Hello everyone and welcome to LifeStyle. I'm Denise Simons, your host, and this is a show about bringing life into your home and helping you create your style. And we do it all by giving you tips and inspiration and resources. Wow, do we have some resources for you. You know, nothing motivates me more than a little sunshine, a little springtime. I just want to get out, do some shopping, do some maintenance on my home. In fact, we emerged after all the ice to notice that the last storm that came through tore up our awnings. So now we've got to replace the awnings. We're putting some sheetrock up in the attic, and we need to do some maintenance on all of our windows. And I know that all of you need to do some things to your home now that we're out of the winter time. And I have got the scoop for you. There is a big home show. It's called the Mid-10 Home Show coming up this weekend, and Brenda Payne is here. She's with the Hendersonville Chamber of Commerce, and she's going to be giving us the scoop on who are going to be there, also the prizes. That's pretty exciting. She's coming up. Also, well, you know Jim Bardwell of Pro Care. He's always here talking about our home, the maintenance on our home, cleaning our home. But this week we're talking about leather restoration. You know, Pop may not have to get rid of his chair after all, because we've got some great ideas for you. We're going to be sharing that with you. And coming up right now, this cigar aficionado gets a makeover for his bath. Take a look. Don't need to remodel but want a facelift for your bath? Well, I'm going to show you what I did with these white walls to turn them into a masculine retreat.
When we started on the bathroom, we did some pre-construction and took out the old prefab shower and tub and had it tiled. And even at that point, it was still basically a blank slate. So we asked Denise to come in and bring some color, to bring some liveliness to it, to bring some personality to it.
We couldn't decide on the color to paint.
No,
I wanted blue, you wanted yellow, so we just...
And neither one of them worked.
Yeah.
We basically wanted to change everything. We wanted to make it look like it was finished as much as anything.
Because even the countertop, remember it was that old nasty Formica thing?
Yep.
So we...
Took it all out.
Yep.
This bath didn't need to be remodeled. It had black granite tops, white walls, a good tile floor, and a great walk-in shower. But it was just lacking personality. Steve wanted to use some masculine art in the bathroom. Well, I thought this cigar art really fit the bill. Now, I will have to tell you, I did get my husband's opinion on which cigars were actually great to smoke, and Steve agreed.
We did use some cigar art, which I thought was fun. Denise and I worked online together looking for photos and pictures that we could use.
These were cigar labels, and they really added a lot of color into the room. I had them framed out really large and placed them in this small space, stacked one on top of the other. A good tip when you have limited wall space like this is to stack the art to take up the entire space. This will make the space seem more substantial. You know, most people try to put little art in little spaces, but I say go big.
This is a test. Do you know about that art? Do you know?
I learned a little while ago the art was a gift, actually.
I didn't know that till now.
I didn't really realize that the art under the window was a gift until I was told that it was. But now that I know that it was, Denise and I had a pretty good argument about where it would hang. When she put it under the window, I called her a few names.
Well, you said, who hangs art under the window?
Yeah. And then once again, I proved myself wrong, and she was right. And
well, I'd like to say, if I had tried to do that, you would have said, no way.
I know.
Because Denise said it was right. There's a great painting under
Well, anything you have to pay for, you have to accept it, so...
When you're adding accessories to a small bath, people tend to want to use really small items, but I say go a little bit larger scale and use less. This topiary really adds a lot of greenery to the space. It also has some grapevine, which adds some textures, and look at these pheasant feathers. That's very masculine. Now to address over the toilet area. People really don't know what to do with that area. They tend to put towel bars, which are fine. You can hang some towels there, but this is so far away from the water source that you tend to have water dripping down the wall. That's unattractive. So what I used was this overscale shelf that has some ironwork, some detailing to the bottom of it. It takes up a lot of the space, and you can see at the top of the shelf I've added some greenery, a fleur-de-lis, and a candle. So that's a great way to address the area over the back of your toilet. The window treatments before were white and sort of a flouncy material, and they were used at the top molding of the window. We really wanted to bring your eye up and create the illusion that the window went all the way to the ceiling.
Well, my favorite thing in the bathroom is probably the window treatment.
Mine too. I think it rocks.
I still need to know what it says because I don't know if it says flush twice or what.
Doesn't matter. It looks
It's
royal.
all French.
It looks European.
We don't know what it is, but it looks nice.
Can you say European?
You can't say European in the bathroom. No.
This valance is a large-scale pattern, and we mounted it to the ceiling, which causes you, it kind of fools your eye because you think that the window actually goes all the way to the ceiling, but it doesn't. This is very large-scale. It's a pattern in a French saying, almost 30 inches, perfect for our 27-inch drop. Now, you can see that there are a lot of details. At the top, you can see that the valance is attached with buckles. This kind of is a masculine style, and it's in a brass finish that's a kind of old world brass. And then as you look down, this is a dressmaker detail. It's a pleated fabric all the way across the bottom. It's just a nice masculine look, and it draws your eye up.
I wouldn't call myself an aficionado, but I certainly do like a good cigar once in a while, and she brought that playfulness into that room, and I thought it worked pretty well.
So I took this white bath and turned it into a masculine bath by adding large-scale pieces like the window treatment, and we added color as well. And remember, we added the cigar art. Now I think that's a masculine bath that even a cigar aficionado would love. Okay, now I do not believe that says flush twice in French, but if you can translate that for me, hey, just email me and let me know what it actually does say so I can tell Steve. They are so funny. Well, coming up, there is a big home show that's coming, the Bid 10 home show. We're going to be talking about that when we return. And also, do you have a leather sofa that's kind of seen its days? Well, don't toss it out yet because we're going to be talking about how you can spruce it up. That's all coming up right after this break.